Acor Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visitor's sideline, head coach Liam Cohen. His guys just 2-4 in their last 6 games. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even keel. We don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive. And that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And the Jaguars are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Lawrence now on 2nd down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds. Well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. They're on the 16-yard line. A 1st down throw for Burrow. Short, complete to Likely. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. In 2nd and 8. Play action now. It's Burrow. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. 1st down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A gain of 16 on that pass play. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He's got his tight end Likely downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Not just a 1st down, but reception number 70 on the season. 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That'll be swung out wide to Brooks. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Jaguars.
2nd down. Burrow. He'll find Case. That's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on
the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield, usually the spot that tells us hold it. That one's on Orlando Brown Jr.
Still 1st down.
Now it is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Burrow. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Burrow. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
what started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
They'll set up the screen to Brown. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Carty's kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Jaguars offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Here's Logan Cook now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. On 1st and 10, Burrow. A trap, caught by McLeod. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Burrow here on 2nd down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the Bengals
They'll run it for the 1st time. Case back. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action for Burrow. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looks like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. They'll run here with Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First carry here, and it's Taj Brooks. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Now, Burrow. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. 3rd and long.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing is Burrow. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They've had it twice, and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this 3rd drive. A very quick throw there, but it's not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Etienne. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Here's the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And as the weeks start to dwindle away here in the regular season, he's currently #1 in the league in receptions. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Burrow to throw. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And 7.
Burrow. Left side, he's got the plow. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now, let's check on the flag.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty helps a bit, but it's still 3rd and long. To throw is Burrow. Again, working deep downfield. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. The Jaguars offense about ready to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out, but to the 2, and no further.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That's Jones in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. Here's 3rd and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. And look out. That ball is free in the end zone. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A bubble recovery for touchdown. What a place to make a mistake. You're going to turn it over anywhere on the field and it hurts. But, Greg, when you turn it over there and it becomes a touchdown, that's the worst feeling of all.
Yeah, we talk a lot about, Mike, the best quarterbacks. They have this clock in their head. They understand the timing of the play. They understand the liabilities of the protection. That's even more especially true when you're backed up this deep near your own end zone, and you can see why. The quarterback does not feel the pressure. Strip, sack, 6.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This taken at the 5. Liam Cohen there, the head coach of the Jaguars. His guys set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So incomplete pass. 3rd down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete. Here's their punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And as we enter the final weekend of the season, you can see his name right up there top in terms of touchdown receptions this year. On 1st down, Burrow. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man down the field. It's McLeod. And he will go all the way. Ray McLeod. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Marty now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Bengals move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And now for a second time, he loses the football.
Recovered by the offense.
Second down, Lawrence. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. To throw is Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that... penalty. On comes the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Take it in, back at his own 12. And a nice return there. The offense not to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Here's Brown. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the 39-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It's 3rd and 11.
Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down back in the backfield in the area of holding. The Bengals out and ready to punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Jags offense getting set to get back to work. They try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff. Etienne. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. That's on the guard, Patrick McCary. Lawrence now on second down. And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. Now second down throw for Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. So that'll cost them half the distance. Returnable from the 17. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It was Darian Jones that time making the play from the 34-yard line. Here's second and 8. Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Second down. Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Looking out of the gun, Burrow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Jaguars offense ready to get back to work. Remember, they had the safety go against them last time they had it. Fortunately, the defense forced the punt. They'll try again as they start on 1st and 10. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Jaguars ready to punt this one away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now Brown. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front. Burrow now. Big drive. Look at him go. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Burrow. He's got Likely over the middle. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He'll look underneath here for grabs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Burrow. Coming underneath the tight end Likely. He's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. 1st and goal. Burrow to throw. He's got it at the 3. The Jags will use the 1st of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Brown. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. To throw is Burrow. This caught. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
To throw is Burrow. And this will pay off. It is caught. Ray McCloud. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. A return now from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this one. First down now.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Third down, they need 5. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is not the way downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Short, complete to Likely. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Holding. Offense.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut into the deficit.
Jaguars 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Caleb Ransaw in on the tackle. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Burrow here on 2nd down. That's caught by Brooks. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. They'll turn and hand this one off. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It all comes down to this. Week 18. All the playoff spots and playoff seedings will be locked up. Let's get into the highlights. Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. And it's Tua Tagovailoa, a 21-yard touchdown pass. The Dolphins will be a part of this year's playoffs. They get the victory here in the regular season finale. Up next, it's a big one here in the final week of the season. And here is Ladd McConkey. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 58 yards for the score. The Chargers wind up taking this one by a touchdown. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Tennessee Titans. And oh, he is magic with the ball in his hands. Lamar Jackson. One of his 2 rushing touchdowns on the afternoon. The Ravens are in as the division champs. They finish off the regular season in style. With that, a look at how things stand, the playoff picture in the AFC as the season draws to a close. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Liam Cohen there, the head coach of the Jaguars. His guys set to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. From the 31, here is 2nd and 7. He's got a man. It's Travis Hunter. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Jacksonville.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. In motion comes Thomas. 2nd down, Lawrence. He will find Thomas. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. That's Washington, the man in motion. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. And great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Scrimmage, if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. That's on the veteran Shaq Mason. Now, Burrow. He finds Likely, his tight end.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 16-yard line.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. That's on the 2024 first rounder, Amarius Mims. incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Liam Cohen there, the head coach of the Jaguars. His guys set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Etienne now on 1st and 10. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle.
46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Etienne. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here comes 3rd and 6. Man in motion here is Washington. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
Here in the second half, you find yourself trailing late. Every single possession is critical. You can't waste any of them. But now, after that 3rd down sack, got to imagine a punt is coming. The likelihood of a comeback just continues to go down.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
1st and 10.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Offense.
Burrow. Let's let the Jaguars have it.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A run now for Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2nd down. Burrow throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now, Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Right side, that's made by McLeod. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They go play action for Burrow. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He was covered by Travis Hunter.
Here's Burrow. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
Carrier. Darnell Savage on the tackle. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This one is pulled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. That's the 5th touchdown for him of the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense headed back to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
To throw is Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the gun, a give to Etienne. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
For a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Lawrence. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
Throwing now on third and long. Looking down the field. The ball's incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on third down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on third down.
27-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be swung out wide to Brooks. Now, flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he gets that to McLeod. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? So we are through 3. And And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Burrow to throw.
Holding offense.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 17 yards on the play. It's now third down.
To throw is Burrow. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Eric Armstead. He's pinned to drop him for a sack. And that will bring up fourth down. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with great field position, a short field in fact, as they start with a first down. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Jordan battled there defensively.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Trey Hendrickson in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Lawrence now. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Burrow here on second down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. On a handoff, Brooks. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Another try with Brooks. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
5-yard gain on the play. And a The Bengals.
Again, it is Brooks. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his second touchdown this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Jaguars 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jags offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? You see it here. Big explosive run. And the rest of the drive unfolds.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
That's good for our Bengals. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL.